We're about to select our July TBR. Now, the last time I selected a TBR, I relied on fate and used the spin the wheel. And nonetheless, to say it didn't end well, because when you are not feeling reading a book, forcing yourself to read it can never end well. And it drove me to a reading slump. So this time we are not gonna do none of that. I am going to browse my books here and here, and I am going to select exactly which books I'm gonna read next month. So it's gonna be fun, and this time I am really hoping that I will be able to finish my TBR list. So this time we will set a realistic expectations, and we are not gonna go over the top. Maybe a little over the top, but not too much. So first of all, I have already started reading this book, Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. And this is a classic, this is a heavy one. So I'm not gonna choose any more classic books for this month. I have another War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, and that book is 1200 pages long. This is, I think, 600 or 700. So I am not gonna pick another classic book for July. This I have just started reading it. I think about 70 pages are done. So I'm gonna finish this book and no other heavy book that have too much information in that. So this is the one, number one. I think I can have, even though I have started reading it, I think I can add it to my TBR because I have just read this much. So I have this bookmark here. Okay, so the next one, I am actually a little bit confused because I have got this book a long time ago, The Naturals, and I have heard so many good things about it, and I kind of want to start reading this, but I am like, I just had a book haul, and what if I like it too much and I want to read the second one immediately after? I don't think that it would be great. I think I can read it later in the month. I just want to include it into my TBR right now because I have only heard great things about this book, and it's a thriller, it's a sci-fi. It may be a little bit difficult to stop myself from buying the next book immediately, and I just really want to finish the books I have. So even though that's not possible, I keep buying books, but a girl can try, right? So I this is going to be for, like, if I finish my TBR, then I will pick this book, that list. Okay, so but I really wanna read a thriller, so I read The Housemaid, and even though it's not one of my most favorite books, I liked the writing style. So I got a lot of Frida McFadden books here, new books. I think I will go for Never Lie. I think I'll go for Never Lie. Never Lie by Freda McFadden. That would be second book for my July TBR. So that will go to, where did I put my, okay, here, after Crime and Punishment. So this is the second book. Then for the third book, I really wanna begin reading a fantasy book because the last time I read fantasy was in, I think, in December, and it was this book, and I really liked the series. But when I started the next book, actually, I was not really very interested in Cassian and Nesta, so I just I don't know, I just couldn't, I was just not in the mood to read it, so I put it on a pause, and I still am not in a mood to read it. So I am actually confused between two books. Here is one series, The Cruel Prince. I have been wanting to read it for the longest time, and then I have this one, Powerless. Both of these books, I think I have bought both of them like so long ago, and both of them are just there and glaring at me. When are you gonna read us? I think so. I have heard that this book is like, once you start reading it, you have to read all three books, otherwise it will put you into a bad mood. So I think it would be better if I keep all three books in one TBR, maybe in August or something. So I'll just take Powerless. So this is my third book for my July TBR. And then obviously I need a romance. I need a romance because after all this classic and thriller and fantasy, I mean, Powerless is, I think, romantic fantasy, but romance is not the main plot in fantasy. So, I need pure romance. So I have Ellie Hazelwood, Checkmate, and I think I have Twisted series, but Twisted series is not rom-com type. I read better than the movies and I have left nothing like the movies, but I am not very sure about it because I heard that it has some sort of angst and sadness. So I think I'll go for this one, The 7 Year Sleep. Yeah, so I only have heard good things about this book. So yeah, I think I'll go for this one. So we have four books so far and all from different genres. Now for my fifth book, I wanna select something different. Okay, I think I can select something a little light. So this is another classic, but I don't think it's too heavy. It's like I read it in my native language, a very concise form, like it was this much, I think, the concise form. So I think I can handle it. Journey to the Center of Earth, Jules Verne, fantastic writer, fantastic story. I think I'll be happy to read it in detail. So yeah, this is going to be my last book in my July TBR. So five books. Am I being ambitious? Maybe a little bit, but I think it's doable if I don't act like lazy. I think it's doable because these three books should be pretty easy to finish. Thrillers I finish in one sitting mostly. So this should like Never Lie should be finished in one day itself. Then romance is easy to read. Fantasy is a little time taking for me, and then this book will take time, the classic one. This I don't think much will take much time. So these are my five books, and then if I finish all those, then at the month end I will read this one so that when I get my salary for my next month, if I like it too much, I can get the rest of the books. So yeah. Um, Happy reading, guys. Let me know what books are going to be on your next TBR list, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.